everyone, and happy holidays. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the process of my December theme creation for my bullet journal. For this year, I created the Polar Express as my overall theme and feel overall pretty satisfied with the end results. I usually like to go all out for December themes to get myself into the holiday spirit, but I ended up running really short on time this year. Overall, I hope you guys like this idea and it inspires you for your next holiday creation. My spreads for this month show my usual layout as far as grids and trackers go. My only addition for this month is a page where I track the different gifts I'm buying and for who. I also like to make a list of what I received that year, something to look back on for years to come. I took some time as well to play around with some construction paper to build out a Christmas tree. This didn't go exactly as I imagined, but it was still a fun little craft to do in addition to my usual bullet journal coloring. As you can see, I included the outlining process for this month. If you would like to skip ahead to the coloring, I included a timestamp for you guys to use to get there. I've been doing a lot of cutouts these past few months, and as you can see, I included one using the golden ticket. Actually, now that I think about this ticket, I realized I forgot to do the one thing that I was excited about, which was punch hole a letter into the ticket like they do in the movie. I will have to go back and add that in once the month is complete. I hate when that happens. It's proof right there that this month was a rushed project for me, but I'm still really glad that I pushed through and kept with this idea. I really wanted to make sure I used color pencils this month as well. I used to be really good with shading and blending using color pencils when I was younger, and I'm a little out of practice, which initially made me nervous when starting on the train. It's the main focus of this theme, so I didn't like how it turned out. Then I would have felt like the entire month was ruined, so although I know I could have done a better job, I was surprised I did a decent job. Pretty sure it was at this point in the outlining process that I was even going back and forth about if I actually wanted to color everything in. I was having a fun time looking at it all outlined, and especially when I go in here and I do all the erasing of the pencils, it's really satisfying to see just crisp black lines. But it's December, so I felt like it would have been really weird not to use bright, vibrant reds and greens and all the blues to make it really wintry. As mentioned in the beginning, I have this page in addition to my usual stuff. This is where I'm tracking all of my gifts. As you can see, I have a big pile of them. In each one of these boxes or gifts, I will be writing in someone's name and what it was that I bought them. And then off to the right, I have a box where I'll have a bulleted list of things that I received that year. And then on the opposite side of the tree, I have my spending trackers. Been going great so far. I created that 2 months ago and been refining it, so I highly recommend doing something like that if you're trying to get ahead on your finances. This spread you'll probably be pretty familiar with if you've watched my other 2 videos. I always have a critter tracker, which is on the left hand side, and a weather tracker and a mood tracker that's on the right hand side. This month I had to do a horizontal mood tracker, so it's kind of split a little bit in half to fit all the days, but it still works the same and it filled up the page. And as you can see, I'm adding a little bit of Christmas stuff around it, some hanging bulbs and some Christmas gifts. And then also I'm still on the same weekly spreads. They've just been working out really great for me. There's a full week is on one page, so there's 2 weeks on a full spread. So yeah, nothing too crazy here, just gonna probably do alternating of red and green, and that's about it. And onto the fun part of the theme creation, it's time to color. So as I said before, I'm using color pencils. I use Prismacolor pencils. This is just the pencils I've had forever. I have a few large kits I like to utilize, and because they're so old and they've gone through so much travel, I felt like this entire creation I was just sharpening these pencils. It's probably time to get a new set, but overall, as I stated, I'm pretty happy with how things turned out considering it's been a long time since I've used color pencils and blended in the way that I was trying to blend them. So hopefully you guys enjoy the results of this. Hopefully maybe down the road I can get back to my usual state of coloring and it be even more inspiring. There's not too much extra to share through the coloring process. I was using some reference pictures I had up off to the side when it came to coloring the train to get that nice shine to it. I may chime in a little bit here and there with the trackers to explain a little bit more if you're new here and don't understand what my critter tracker is and how I set it up. I'll probably go through that again, but until then, just sit back and relax some coloring. we're back onto this spread. I figured I'd give a brief description of these different trackers. On the left hand side, I call this my critter tracker. You can use this for tracking literally anything, but I use it for caretaking tasks with all my different pets. So I have the tasks are listed along the top, and then the days are along the left hand side, and when I complete a task on a specific day, I put a dot on that line. The mood chart that's on the right hand side functions the same way, but I have the dates going along the top, the mood along the left hand side, and I just put a dot on whichever mood I'm feeling, and then I end up connecting them so they end up being like a line chart and I can see where my highs and lows are. That's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me create my December theme in my bullet journal. Hopefully next year I'll be able to spend a little bit more time on it, but if there's any questions, just let me know. I've also posted this on my Instagram along with my previous year's creations, so go check it out, and I hope to see you guys next month. Bye!